150 years. Yeah, you heard me. 150 years. I was watching the news the other day, and they had a story about a 150-year-old church, which is closing its doors after serving the community for 150 years. Can you imagine that? A church being around for 150 years, closing their doors. You know, sad to say that this is happening all over the world. Christianity is kind of fading out. I really don't understand it. People, they love Jesus and they want to live a good life and everything, but yet they're getting away from Christianity and they're getting away from the church. So, I did a little bit of thinking, a little soul searching. And one of the reasons why I think people are getting away from church is because it's boring. You go to a church, you sit in there, and you watch somebody read something from the Bible. I mean, there's a few churches that are thriving. They make it kind of fun and like that. But for the most part, a lot of these, especially some of the older churches, the elders seem to want to run it. You get a new preacher in there, and some of the elders from the church seem to want to run it and tell the new preacher what to do, even though he's got new ideas and how to make the church better, how to bring attendance up. They still seem to want to have the upper hand. Even some of the old preachers, they stay behind to train them. They don't want they don't want nothing new in there. They want the same old boring stuff. And people, especially the younger generation, I mean, they get bored fast. So why not take the time and make it fun to be in church? Make it exciting. We need strong men and strong women to lead this generation down the path of right living. Being a Christian doesn't mean you got to sit in a corner with the light on and read the Bible 24/7. The Bible happens to be the number one selling book of all times. So why do people not want to read it anymore? When I first started reading through the Bible, I got kind of confused myself because there's a lot of words in there that don't understand because it was translated from a different language into English language, some other ones. Some of the words that they used back then were probably different than what we pronounce them as. So it makes it sound kind of foreign to us. What we really need to do is need to find something that'll make the Bible easier to understand and easier to read. Well, I've been searching online and I found something. I'm going to leave a link to a product. It's not very expensive either, that I think you're going to really enjoy. It helps understand the Bible better. It kind of brings it in a chronological order. It makes it easier to understand, easier to read. You'll see things as they happen in order. This is the ministry, dude. I'm signing off for today. I just thought I'd let you know a little bit about that. We need to get back to, Christianity, God fearing people, loving Jesus, loving our neighbors, get away from all this sinful stuff that's going on in the world. Greed. There's greed and hunger. And, people are running around on their spouses, and it's awful. I mean, if you're going to marry somebody, commit to it. Don't just, marry them and then run around with everybody else. That's not the way it's supposed to be. Or, make fun of your neighbors or make fun of somebody that's different than you. That's not the way God intended it. He intended it to be us to be as one, to help each other. If you got something that somebody else needs, share it with them. If you got excess of food, share it with somebody. If you can spare $10 or $20 to somebody that needs it, give it to them. Don't never lend somebody something. Give it to them. Because lending somebody something, believe me, I've lent money over the years. And lending somebody money is just like, you might just as well say, here, take the money. Because a lot of times you're not going to get it back. So just give it to them. This is a ministry dude. Thanks for watching. We love you and have a blessed day. And we'll talk to you again soon.